If you want to help fund more episodes of the Honest series, go to patreon.com/geekswelcome and donate $1. This will also give you access to our Discord where we discuss future episodes of the show.
Hello, America. I'm rich, and now I'm definitely worth a ton more because, well, I'm one of the board members at Microsoft, and we just closed a huge deal. Who knew control of the entire video game industry would just cost $70 billion? We knew. Microsoft knew. You see, we just won a court case against the FTC where they basically let us buy Activision Blizzard as long as we let PlayStation and maybe Nintendo, but who cares about them, keep Call of Duty. But there's a bigger picture at play here, you see? People keep saying that Microsoft wants to be the Netflix of gaming. That's not true. Microsoft wants to be the Amazon of gaming. And that should terrify the hell out of you. You see, a couple of years ago, we acquired Bethesda, and then basically made all their future Fallout and Elder Scrolls games exclusive to the Xbox. But you see, when you do that, you kind of piss everybody off, especially Bethesda. Because you see, when you make all of their future games exclusive to one console, especially the Xbox, you cut a massive hole into any and all of their potential future profits. So that means no Nintendo, no PlayStation, no Valve, no Epic Game Store. Epic Game Store? Does anybody give a shit about Epic Game Store? Seriously, what do they have? Fortnite? We'll buy them soon enough. See, that sucks for all of them, but it's great for Microsoft because it means if you want any future Fallout, Elder Scrolls, or whatever the hell the space game is called, you gotta come through us. Yeah, you see the problem there, right? Well, apparently so did the CMA. Who's the CMA? Nah, you gotta Google that for yourselves. Keep up, nerds. So when we went to purchase Activision Blizzard, we were blocked by the UK's Competition and Markets Authority group. I bet you nerds just paused the video to go look that up. You'd think I'd get tired of making people look like suckers this week, but I just don't. Anyway, the CMA is the group in the UK that keeps monopolies from forming. And let's be honest, acquiring Activision Blizzard gives us a massive monopoly over the video game industry. And I cannot stress enough how great that is for me and how much that sucks for you. But that wasn't gonna be a big deal. I mean, it's the UK. Who cares if they say no, right? We're an American company. USA. But then the FTC stepped in. Now the FTC and the CMA got together and started a court case against us where they basically told the judge, hey, you see Microsoft's over there trying to purchase Activision Blizzard? They can't do that. That's a monopoly. Now, they have to actually convince the judge why it's a monopoly. So what we did, clever Microsoft, is we got involved in that conversation. And not just only in the courtroom, but also in the court of public opinion, we convinced everybody that the only reason it was a monopoly was because of Call of Duty, Activision Blizzard's largest franchise. It totally isn't, but we'll get into that later. Now you see, this caused a huge stir over at PlayStation. Now they wanted COD bad. And we fought over that poor little franchise like parents at a custody hearing. Now, this was all smoke and mirrors on our part, and if the only thing PlayStation actually wanted was COD, then they're completely dense. So, we told the judge we were willing to keep COD on platforms outside of Xbox for the next 10 years. And while the CMA continued to argue about cloud gaming, we will get to that, the FTC was satisfied just being told that we'd keep COD available for the next 10 years. Hell, we even told them we put it on Nintendo, because they're not a competitor. Seriously, we don't consider Nintendo a competitor. I mean, yeah, they did make $1 billion on that Mario movie. And yes, their console has outsold ours like 6 times over. But seriously, we do not consider Nintendo competition. I cannot stress that enough. So, the FTC allowed our acquisition to go through. And while the CMA kept arguing about Game Pass, I mean, they're British. Who cares? We'll deal with them later. It's the UK. Who gives a crap? But yeah, we played the game, did the song and dance, and ran this ruse for one simple reason and one simple reason only. You see, Game Pass is the future of all gaming. Xboxes are expensive consoles to make, and we don't even really turn a profit on those things. What cements us for the future is the fact that Game Pass is the most used cloud gaming software on the market today. Now, why is that? It's because you can use it on Xboxes, PCs, or hell, even this thing. Game Pass can be used anywhere. I mean, seriously, you guys should have saw this coming. I mean, Adam Conover did a whole spiel about it on TikTok. Check it out.
Microsoft isn't trying to be the Netflix of games. They're trying to be the Amazon of games. They want to use their massive cash advantage to undercut and dominate the entire game industry. That is bad for video game makers and video game players, and as someone who loves video games, I'm worried.
Oh, by the way, we're Microsoft, and we don't support the WGA and or SAG-AFTRA strikes because we're a ruthless corporation that hates poor people.
Quick sidebar, by the way, a reminder that this video is satire. Geeks Welcome is in complete support with the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strike. My mother was SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity, which is the theater union, for 37 years. Even after she passed away, she got the strike notice from SAG-AFTRA that they were striking, and you best believe that if she was still alive, she would be down there striking with them. So, yeah. WGA, SAG-AFTRA, you have our support. I mean, we're not union. I don't know how YouTubers would join WGA or SAG-AFTRA, but if we were union, we would be striking, and we would be down there with you. So, support the strike 100%. Don't be a scab.
Seriously, we hate poor people. But Adam was completely right. I mean, that's why we told the FTC we were willing to keep COD on the market for the next 10 years. We're willing and more than capable of taking our profits for that long as it secures us market dominance. I mean, seriously, why would you pay $70 to pay Call of Duty Universal Warfare 17 on PlayStation 5 when you can get it on Game Pass for just $10 a month? And why play Call of Duty on Nintendo at all? I cannot stress this enough, we don't see them as a competitor. And none of this even mentions King, which I mean is practically the whole reason we did this. Activision Blizzard owns King, and King makes Candy Crush and, you know, all those other games that you keep on your phone, which all of you have. Now we own that shit. And the only organization that was standing in our way that could have done a single thing to stop us fell for a fucking ruse called Call of fucking Duty. I love being a rich son of a bitch. I mean, seriously, if you combine the global sales of Microsoft, PlayStation, Valve, Epic, all of them, all the console and PC gaming sales, you combine all those numbers together, they don't even equal half of what the mobile gaming market does. This right here, that's an accurate chart. So now, not only do we have an iron grip on console gaming, we've got one on mobile gaming too. And let's face it, you all have phones, right?
That's what we said when we were talking about Diablo Immortal.
Shut up, Blizzard, nobody likes you anymore. And that's the deal, people. We now own Activision Blizzard. Game Pass is now the only way to enjoy cloud gaming, and now Starfield might actually get released in a functional condition. That was the name of the space game. Microsoft, the Amazon of gaming. I mean, you know Bobby Kotick's not going to remain CEO of Activision Blizzard, right? I mean, anyway, he's getting $500 million out of the deal, though, so it's not like he's hurting. He's probably just going to take the money and go run some other fucking company into the ground. It's none of my business, though. God, I love being rich.